It's a beautiful setting, and in this place, we're all gathered together, family and friends, and all of us here in the presence of God to unite Joshua and Esty in marriage.
On the day that Joshua was born, Willa looked at me and said, "He's gonna leave us." It's true. Today's that day. So this is a great celebration, but it's a tough day. But it makes it so much easier knowing that you're going with Esty. So much easier.
My sweet Joshua, our day is here. You are the man for me, and you are the man I choose to vow myself to today and forevermore. You are the one I've been waiting for, earnestly seeking God about and praying for. Before I even knew who you were, I prayed for you, my future husband. I still remember the day I stopped praying for my husband and started praying for you instead. It was much earlier than anyone would have told me was wisdom, but as the song says, I couldn't help falling in love with you.
I remember when I knew Esty had fallen badly for you. One day she came home and we had a quiet conversation about how you had remembered and planned to get her something just gluten-free to eat. It was the thought and intentionality behind it that made nuggets sound really romantic. She told me about it with such a gleam in her eye, I knew she was gone for. And when I saw you consistently remembering her favorite flowers, her favorite meal, her favorite specific shade in the sunset at the beach that's her favorite color of the week, I knew you were the one for her.
It is your noble, loving, passionate, and human heart that I fell in love with. As we've moved in our relationship, you've constantly reminded me what Christ's gentleness looks like and called it out in me as well. You have shown me that gentleness time and time again, especially when my tears were falling down. You have loved me and pointed me to Christ in our quiet conversations, in our head banging, and everything in between. You have loved me deeply, and you have loved me well, and that is why today I vow myself to you forever. As we live our life together, I promise to keep learning to love you. I promise to pray asking the God who loved you first and who loves you perfectly for direction on how to love you better and serve you better every day. I vow to put you before all others and to honor you in all the ways that God has described. I promise to be your partner in all things in life, to cheer you on as you follow your passions and support you as you live out the call that God has on your life. You will have a forever cheerleader, confidant, partner, and friend. I vow to love you and support you our whole lives long. I vow to stand by you on good days and bad. I vow to be your wife from this day forward for the honor and glory of our God.
Esty, from the moment that I met you, I knew that you were different. It was abundantly clear to me that God has given you a heart and a beauty that is unlike any other. And despite the craziness of the story of our first few years of knowing each other, I never doubted that yours was the heart that I wanted to be with. I am so thankful for God's good, pleasing, and perfect will, and that it was God's will, as evidenced by many signs and conversations, that you would come back into my life and that I would spend the rest of it with you. These past 2 years have been the best of my life by far, because you were in them. Being with you has been so much better than I could even dream. Despite all that has been going on in the world, you have made me happier than I knew was possible. I love you so incredibly much, and I've been amazed to see that love has grown every single day. You are truly a blessing from God. You never fail to brighten my day. And I look forward to all these years ahead of us, where I get to be and grow into the very best version of me, your husband. I will be your biggest fan and cheerleader, your shoulder to cry on, and hand to high five. I will be right beside you through thick and thin, highs and lows, all together, me and you. I will improve my skills as sous chef, busboy, dishwasher, butler, and housekeeper. I will be your dance partner for life. I'm so incredibly blessed to be marrying you. And I love you so incredibly much.
Esty, you are encouraging, caring, and so much fun. It has been a blessing to see how happy you make Josh. And when Josh called me to tell me he was proposing, I was excited for you both because I knew that you two could be an effective team for the kingdom of God.
So I toast you into a wonderful and long and happy life, filled with God and filled with the hug of God.